Today I want to talk about the emergence of food into fashion. Also, if you guys see this little thing, it's irritating me because I'm seeing it. I'm ignoring it. So we're ignoring it. I hate it, but I can't. So just want to put that out there. We've seen this a lot with makeup and clothing brands. They either have a food truck that they're using as a campaign source or a coffee truck.
I was at the Grove and saw the Skims ice cream cart and was like, oh my gosh, I need to try one of these, because I saw that one TikTok where the guy said that the ice cream is super good, and I can confirm it's actually really, really good quality. I was like shocked. My boyfriend thought I was crazy because he was like, why are you buying underwear so you can get a free ice cream? But it is what it is.
I also noticed that a lot of brands use food as a prop in their digital ad campaigns to sort of centralize their product. It's also been incorporated into everyday streetwear like graphic tees or baby tees. And it's mainly fresh produce that we see on these t-shirts, knowing that food is now considered a luxury, especially quality food, fresh food. We also see this with tin canned fish. That is one of the most popular food prints today.
Like the way everyone woke up one day and decided that sardines would be the new fashion statement, trendy piece to wear, like wearable art, at least in the fast fashion, streetwear sector of fashion. It's interesting. I would wear, would I wear any of these? I don't know. Definitely not. Sardines are hot is insane.
It's definitely dominating the print industry. And we also noticed this with influencers like Nara Smith. To me, she's the personification of the food and fashion emergence.
I've been craving kimchi jjigae all day today. It's so quick to make, so I made it before heading back to bed. I started with my broth, which was some daikon radish, also half of a green onion. I like using the root part for my broth.
And this is called
sensory marketing.
And this type of marketing allows you to build the association between your primal instinct, which is hunger, and their brand. As someone who loves both food and fashion, I am not at all upset by this contrast, but I did scout the internet for second opinions just to see how people felt about this being more mainstream and just overall the new norm, at least for now, for brands to campaign.
I can't seem to find the comment made in regards to a video about the food and fashion intersection, but it was something along the lines of brands kind of infiltrating different spaces that consumers partake in, such as food.
Which I can definitely understand this perspective, given that our primal instinct is to be hungry for food, and brands beginning to associate themselves with that primal instinct whenever you see, especially when the food is appealing in the digital ad campaigns, so that whenever you're thinking of a stack of fresh pancakes, you're gonna think of Rhode Beauty's product, or whenever you're thinking of tiramisu or a latte, you're gonna think of Dior latte or Miu Miu's tiramisu. And it actually does work, because I'm not gonna lie, whenever I saw the Rhode Beauty campaign with a fresh stack of pancakes, it sat with me for a minute. I was thinking about that past the day that I saw it, past the minute that I saw it.
And not to drool all over this video, but I don't know, it was something about the cool tone lighting, the silver and gray undertones, the all the way golden pancakes with butter, a light drizzle, like literally everything. Everything just fit, and something about that, if I saw that presented to me in person, I would want to open up the product and just smell it. That would be my first instinct, and then to try it on.
Like, those pancakes honestly looked really good, and I love a fresh stack of pancakes. So like, now that when I get hungry for pancakes or crave that, I do think about Rhode. So in that way, it does work. It doesn't work on me in a way where it's like, I want to buy the product now because I saw it pictured with a stack of pancakes, which is one of the foods that I love and enjoy. It's more so like, oh my gosh, whenever I am hungry for pancakes, I want pancakes, and I'm gonna think about that brand. Now, in reference to brands having their own food trucks or coffee trucks as a way to campaign their product or a new line, someone made a really good point, and they said that because this is more accessible, like buying a Dior coffee or a latte is more accessible than buying their bag. And that is so true. And I also have a story about that as well. There's a Ralph Lauren, a storefront not too far away from me, and that day I was taking pictures, wasn't planning on shopping at Ralph Lauren, but they had a very aesthetically pleasing coffee truck right outside of their storefront, and I was like, this is so cute. Like the teddy bear and all, and the uniforms that the employees are wearing, it just all fit the vibe, or made me feel like I was living this life of luxury. Like getting Ralph Lauren coffee, not Starbucks, not Dunkin', like Ralph Lauren. Like that's like a different level of experience. And for a split second, it did feel good to say I was getting my tea from Ralph Lauren. And I share all of that to say I do agree, even if you don't have the intentions on buying their product or their intended product. And their solution is, well, you can still buy our food product and it's more accessible and you still bought something from us technically. So that way you can still feel included and like you've got the Ralph Lauren or Dior or Miu Miu experience. And in return, you're promoting their brand, because what's more Instagrammable than a coffee or a pastry to go along with it, especially if it's branded and says Ralph Lauren or Miu Miu or Dior or Glossier or whatever else. And just overall, fostering that connection with something as vital as food, basically saying like, need me, want me, crave me, like you want, need, crave food.
But in my past videos, I've been talking about like food as kind of like symbolic of people's identities, like different food, restaurants, like places to get food. And obviously like food is a core part of human identity, but I think the ways in which it's being expressed is a little bit different or changed due to the internet. I think the existence of like Erewhon merch, for example, showcases like how people kind of incorporate it into their collective identity. And not just like buying the groceries, but you know, being able to like have a sweatshirt that says Erewhon that shows like you're kind of in the know in this particular way.
It's also a way for brands to insert themselves into our little sweet treat culture, especially for women. We love, you know, a little coffee cake, a latte, a matcha, or whatever. Like we love sweet treats. We love going to coffee shops and bonding over just yummy little pastries and treats and drinks and things like that. And going back to what I said about in return, you're gonna promote their brand because food or coffee and pastries are Instagrammable. It's sort of similar to when brands comment on a viral video of just a regular person so that they can insert themselves into our daily conversations or conversations that don't otherwise involve them. And the reason why this works as a marketing tool is because food is not as fleeting as alcohol. More people take sobriety breaks than they do fast. And the reason why this is so successful is because a lot of people do partake in social signaling. And being able to show that you're experiencing Prada or Dior in any sort of way is definitely different than showing that you're having a Starbucks experience. It kind of sets the stage for people to perceive you as more high-end or luxury or just upper echelon, when that's, you know, you just bought a $7 latte from Dior. And that's because these brands are very popular high-end brands, so it works. And in relation to social signaling, people just want to look the part. And that is all for this video. Please let me know what you think about the collaboration of food and fashion, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.